Hi, welcome to the Lenovo Pop-Up Podcast booth. How are you doing today?
I'm great. It's exciting to be here.
Thank you for being here. Would you like to tell us who you are and what you do?
Yeah. My name is Kerry O'Donnell, and I'm a digital workplace expert.
Yes.
Most recently, I have 11 years experience at Estee Lauder companies working on their global digital workplace.
Fantastic. So I'm excited to have you here. The digital workplace is a very important topic now in today's, business and just like overall, like in society as well too. Like technology, you were telling me earlier, is changing faster than ever.
Yeah.
And we really wanted to take the time to do this interview today to just inform people, give them some tips and things that they should be looking out for or learning when it comes to this topic. We actually recently just did a research study where we interviewed over 600 senior IT leaders about workplace transformation, AI, all sorts of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So based on that, I'm going to actually pull a question from this deck of cards here that's inspired from that report. We'll have a chat about the topic and kind of go from there. Sound good?
It sounds really good.
Fantastic. All right. I feel like Jeopardy. Category is change, management, complexity, and skills. So, fun fact, Sujit Moharty from Lenovo mentioned that technology integration is a major hurdle. So how have you seen companies successfully modernize legacy systems without causing major disruption?
Well, I think the way that we've been doing it so far with bringing two teams together, let's say you're going to have your intranet team do a ServiceNow widget, right? You need to get both teams together at the same time. There's always some coding involved. I think that's going to change and become a lot easier in the world of AI, the world of the agents where, say, ServiceNow has an agent, the internet has an agent. Those two agents can actually talk together and bridge some of the gaps that used to take coding. So, for example, if on one side you've got your first name and last name are two different data fields, and on the other side it's one, the AI can work that out and kind of do handoffs and do some of that logical thinking that we used to be so dependent on code for. So integrations will get so much easier, which is so helpful to the digital workplace because there's so many siloed applications and so much siloed information. And the more we can bring that together, the more productive all the employees become.
Why do you think everything is so siloed? Is it just the way that we used to do it? We put focus on one thing at a time and then put it together later? I don't know.
It's a good question. I think it's a little different in different places,
Right.
but the trends I've seen are usually like one of the departments, let's say HR, right, wants to improve learning, so they get a portal, right? And IT gets a help desk portal. And comms gets the internet portal. Everybody loves their portal. They've put their heart and soul into it.
It's like Oprah, you get a portal, you get a portal.
Exactly.
Right.
But then everybody's not necessarily incentivized in consolidating the portals and making it easier for the employees to find the information and get there. Like, which portal do you go to? Which application do you use, right?
Right. And I think that employee experience is a big thing that we've been talking about is we have to empower the employees to feel like they can do these things or else the tools are just going to sit there and nobody's going to use them, right?
Exactly. And we all spent really good money on it, right?
Yeah.
And we need these tools to work because the pace of work is going faster and faster, and we can't keep working the same way that we used to. We have to come up with new, creative, better ways to move faster with AI.
Yes. Amazing.
Yeah.
Do you want to pull one last question? Or you
Sure, we can give it a try.
Can we just give it a try? We can give it a try? Okay. I'm going to give you this one. Let's see what it is. You can take a peek at it and hand it over to me and let me know what you think.
Okay. The Lenovo Work Reborn report found that 89%, that's really high, of senior IT leaders see the digital workplace transformation as the key to enabling Gen I. What's one way you can think Gen I can most immediately benefit the workforce? Well, the most recent intranet I worked on, they were one of the first ones to have a Gen AI tool built into it to help people write the intranet content.
Okay.
And we were really leaning in AI to help. It's with 250 content publishers at the time.
Wow.
And it's everyone's part-time job to write content for the intranet, right, outside of the comms team. So having a Gen AI tool for non-professional writers, like me as an IT person, can speed it up to 50% to write articles about stuff, right? And it kind of breaks down that barrier of like, oh, I'm not a writer,
Yeah, right.
And it gets you in there, and it makes you just feel so much more empowered to do that.
Yes.
So that's a simple way. And what was interesting while we're rolling that out was we're also rolling out co-pilot training. So we would have before waited for Copilot to roll out. Everybody's trained, knows how to prompt and comfortable.
Like we're in that planning phase.
Yeah,
and
we'll just wait for that to finish,
Yeah.
and then we'll roll out our tool embedded in
Yes.
the internet application. But there's no time for that. Business is moving faster than ever. So we ended up building a tailored training, right, which told you just the kind of prompting you needed to know, example prompts for how to write a news article, or example prompts for how to talk about an event, right, that gets you just going enough. So we didn't have to wait that long and could move faster.
That is a fantastic example. Well, thanks for popping by the mini podcast booth interview today.
Thank you for
This
having
was
me.
so much fun. If you're interested in any more of these fun, quick educational conversations and our Lenovo Work Reborn Research Report, make sure to check it out in the description below, and make sure to subscribe for more interesting conversations on how we're bringing new life to the modern workplace.